Now may seem like a great time to donate to charity. The need for charitable donations is greater and more obvious than at any time in recent memory. But how can we feel confident that the gifts we make are being put to good use? How can we feel comfortable supporting new causes and ministries with our hard-earned dollars? These are two questions I'll try to answer today so that you can confidently give and know that your gifts are being put to good use. Today's presentation is brought to you by Covenant Trust Company, the preferred financial provider of Covenant Living Communities and its residents. And I am Joshua Myers, Covenant Trust Staff Attorney and Compliance Officer. When crises as big as the coronavirus happen, the economic impact can be staggering. The need for charitable donations increases as the number of people dependent on the aid that charitable organizations provide can also rapidly grow to elevated levels. The good news is that as the need grows, the donations have grown too. This current crisis has caused record-breaking donations in the United States and around the globe. An LA Times article from April 20th states the total of philanthropic gifts in response to the current crisis is fast approaching $8 billion worldwide. We often see stories of the rich and famous making enormous gifts to help those in need. And while we may not have $1 million to donate to a good cause, we want to ensure that the gifts we do make are put to good use and the uses for which we intend. But how can we be sure that the organizations calling on us for donations are putting our hard-earned dollars to work in the way we deem most beneficial? The same LA Times article noted that over 100 new ad hoc funds had been set up in the state of California alone in response to the need created by the coronavirus pandemic. How should we navigate these new opportunities to make sure we're making good choices with our charitable dollars? Marguerite Griffin, the Director of Philanthropic Advisory Services at Northern Trust, offers a 5-step process to help qualify charitable organizations so that we can make informed decisions with our gifts. The first question is whether the organization's work is relevant and necessary right now. Some causes may be in more urgent need of support at the moment than others that support a worthy cause, but ultimately one that may need to be put on the back burner to help more immediate needs in this current time of crisis. The second question is whether the organization can leverage your gift to secure more giving. Often, organizations can leverage gifts through matching donations made by substantial donors. It could be that your $100 gift could become a $200 or $300 gift to the organization due to a matching gift. That may not be enough on its own to qualify a charity, but it's something that may impact your decision. The third question asks whether the organization can really do what it promises and whether you trust it to use your gift for that purpose. If a newly created organization seems to have an unrealistic or unfocused mission, it may be worth seeking out more reputable organizations with an established track record. The fourth question is whether the organization will be able to continue in its mission after the current crisis has passed. It may be that this organization is only equipped to help in the current crisis and not for a longer-term goal. That's not necessarily a disqualifier, but we'd encourage you to consider that when making a gift. Finally, the last question is whether it's possible to redirect restricted gifts you've made in the past. You may already be supporting an organization financially with restricted gifts. If that's the case, it may be worth asking that organization if you can remove the restriction or redirect the restriction to matters that are more pressing under the current circumstances. Ultimately, Griffin encourages us to stick to our knitting. It's an expression I was unfamiliar with, but I've learned that it means to stick with what you know. In this case, it may be most helpful for you to support the organizations you're already familiar with or already supporting financially. Crises do present new opportunities to support causes you haven't supported in the past, but opportunities often also invite opportunists, and it helps to have a clear understanding of who we're giving money to before we make the gifts. It may be a good time to support the same organizations in new ways. Do they have a special fund dedicated to coronavirus relief? Are they offering any other programs for immediate aid right now? Finally, there are websites like CharityWatch.org and CharityNavigator.org that can help you determine which organizations are most suited to making the impact you want to support. Covenant Trust representatives are available to help you determine a strategy to maximize your charitable impact, both through lifetime giving and through estate planning. If you have any questions about the material reviewed today or questions on other financial topics, please feel free to reach out to us. Covenant Trust Financial Services representatives work with families and institutions throughout the United States. To find a representative near you, visit covenanttrust.com. To view this presentation again, or to share it with your friends, visit and subscribe to the Covenant Trust YouTube channel and follow us on Facebook at facebook.com/Covenant Trust Company. Thank you for watching.